Good morning and welcome to DBS This Morning. Hope you had a remarkable weekend, ready to kick off another brand new and productive week with us here on DBS This Morning. And now we take a break and we will be right back. Now for our first feature. As mentioned, June marks the Cancer Survivor Awareness Month, and we caught up with Dr. Tamara Remy. We got an insight as to some of the activities that we can look forward to during this month. It is that time again. We marked the month of June. We are now in the month of June. The month of June is recognized as Cancer Survivors Month. Yes. We're here with Dr. Remy. Tamara Remy, you have been shoulders to the wheel in that department for quite some time now. How are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
I'm good.
Where are we at? Of course, we're delving right into the conversation because we have kicked off the month and we know you have a host, you and the team have a host of activities that is planned out. So we definitely want to tap into those because it's our hope that we can get more persons. The awareness needs to be kept alive, right. And we need to, get persons more comfortable with the conversations and everything that surrounds this condition, this disease, because we have no control of it really. But it's there. We have to deal with it. So, where are we at?
So, the month of June, Survivor Month, June 4th, Sunday. This year is on June 4th. But
that's the actual day?
It's actually the first Sunday of the month.
Oh, lovely.
That is recognized as Cancer Survivors
Day.
Okay. And every year, the Cancer Society, since we've introduced our support group, Pillars of Hope, the members of Pillars of Hope have had a mindful walk along VG Beach.
Oh.
Last year, we actually incorporated 2 walks because we do have members who are from the south, and since the walk is at 6 o'clock in the morning, it might have been a bit difficult. So last year we had some of our members from the north walking along VG, and at the same time another group,
Sandy Beach,
Labrie, yes. Sharing pictures, sharing experiences.
Wow.
So it really is something this year that the members wanted to extend an invitation to all survivors in St. Lucia, their families, as well as their supporters, just so that we can continue to bring that awareness, to celebrate survivorship, to also remember those persons who have not survived, and to get the communities involved so that we continue that education and awareness.
Wonderful. What is the atmosphere normally like?
It's usually very quiet. So it's not, for example, one of those walks that's from Massey to Pigeon Island, with thousands of people. It's usually a group of survivors.
More like reflective.
Happy to be face to face with other survivors, spending that time kind of being, like you said, reflective. It's not a race, so they're taking their time along the beach. We usually tend to have a bit of a warm-up before, and at the end a little bit of either yoga or some stretches, and most times a light breakfast is provided for the survivors. And as I mentioned, the group itself probably has maybe 40 or so persons, but this year we really are extending an invitation, so we're not really sure how many people will actually come, but the significance of it, it's really supposed to be reflective, but celebratory, but not in a loud way, so don't expect to have a music drop,
fanfare and all of that,
and all of that.
It should be a reflective moment. Would it only be extended to persons who have survived? They are the ones that you hope to participate, or is it something where you plan to? What if somebody, let's say somebody who has been close to somebody, and just for that moment they want that person, that support system, can persons join?
We're inviting everybody, because we believe that every St. Lucian knows of someone who has been affected by cancer, and even if you haven't, there are persons who would love to be part of that fight.
And you can't count yourself out, because you never know.
So it really is an open invitation, but we, specifically would like the survivors, because it's their time, it's their month, so that we can celebrate.
Very well. Are you hopeful that they're going to turn out? Because we know normally this is sort of like a little touchy area. A lot of the times people are sort of more reserved when it comes to that. Would you like to see a shift in the way I mean, you can't tell people how to deal with their issue.
Exactly.
But at the same time, when we trying to create the awareness, because you and I both know this is not something that you can plan. You can decide, I am not going to have this, or I'm going to do something to save myself from that.
Exactly.
You could be doing everything correct and still end up getting cancer. So it is really and truly something that we need to open up the scope and our approach to it maybe.
Very,
is that
very
something
true.
you would
Yes.
like to see?
So we acknowledge that in St. Lucia, and not just peculiar to St. Lucia, persons are very private. And you know, that's okay. We're not asking you to come out and be on the radio, be on the TV.
Yeah.
But at least just to recognize that I love how you put it, that we have no control. So yes, there are things that we can do that reduce our risk, but we have patients who have done everything by the book, and we still, they still get cancer.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We want to show you that it's not all negative. It's not all doom and gloom. We have a lot of survivors, and by that word we mean persons who have had a diagnosis of cancer. So obviously that includes a lot of persons, right? We talk about persons who have completed their treatments. We talk about persons who are still going through their treatments. We're talking about persons who will have to continue treatment forever and ever.
Very well.
And so some people don't really identify themselves as survivors. They actually refer to themselves as persons who have had cancer.
Some people say
persons who
remittance.
have,
Right.
And that's fine. It just shows you the diversity and the variation in the whole cancer journey, from the definition to what your experience has been and to what you have learned from having gone through that journey. And that is certainly not peculiar just to the patient, but to the families who have to be rallying and supporting, and even those extended persons who have been part of their journey. So we talk about the medical personnel, we talk about friends, workplaces, advocates. So it really encompasses a lot. And we know that some people have had a change in their whole lifestyle, their whole outlook on life, just having gone through cancer. And that's kind of expected. And then we have other persons who are just filled with anxiety. They are forever skeptical about whether it will ever come back. They were accustomed to coming to see a doctor every month, and now that they've completed their treatments, it's like, okay, every 3 months we'll see you again. That anxiety and that fear.
Oh, that must be so
tough. How do I fit back into the workplace? How do I deal with maybe even the physical changes that I've had to undergo, the pain, the infertility, lots of things. So it's a huge audience. It's a huge group of persons. If we think about how each person is actually affected, whether directly or indirectly. And we would really love for everybody to come out in support.
Well, listening to you and listening to all of what you've just said, it seems like it is important to really culminate that community who can relate, whatever standpoint, whatever walk of life, but being able to create that community where you can experience or you can share, this is what we went through, this is what, and to come together. I see that as something else to definitely celebrate. That's one. That's just the walk. What about what's next on the calendar?
So throughout the month, basically once a week. So we do have the finale, which is going to be on the 25th of June, a Sip and Paint. It's again another annual event hosted by Pillars of Hope. That's what this is really about, our support group from the Cancer Society. So when we do get the details of venue, but it's really a social event with survivors again, as well as the supporters, where we have our palettes and our canvases and paint, and we sip while we enjoy each other's company. There's going to be a webinar, I believe it's on the 17th. Again, we usually have a survivor or invited guest who usually addresses different aspects or a different aspect of the whole cancer journey. So all of that information will be available. I know that there's one more event. Which I'll have to double check, but
that's fine. We will continue to tap in throughout the
Yes.
month, but we just wanted to make sure that we opened up the month. What's the color that represents?
Lavender is all cancers, but we encourage you to wear your color. So if you pay attention to the Cancer Society's logo, it incorporates so many different colors, and that's why people recognize pink. We would love you to recognize lavender. We'd love you to recognize teal, which is cervical cancer, dark blue, colon. I mean, every color has a significance. So feel free to wear your color that you are recognizing, celebrating, and just come out and be part part of the experience.
Wonderful. Doc, we will continue to tap in throughout the month. Hopefully we'll catch some of the activities as well on
Thank
DBS
you.
this morning. Thank you again so much.
No problem.
We're here with Owena. Owena Didier is the founder of Callum Didier's Foundation.
Correct.
Who is got a specific mission. It's a foundation with a specific mission birthed from a personal experience. How are you?
I'm good, Dr. Balmorin.
Oh, it's good to have you. Thank you so much for allowing us
most
into
welcome.
you. Listen, we had to get onto this story, but what you're doing is so admirable. And I know it's not an easy drive for you because it's something personal that pushed you into that direction. Tell us a little bit about the birthing and the foundation of
Okay, well,
Callum
basically the Callum Didier Foundation was founded through my trauma of losing my son Callum. Since he was born prematurely, he only lived for 19 days at the NICU. And me experiencing the trauma founded this foundation to assist mothers who have gone through the exact experience as myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And how long now have this been?
We-
Callum would have been 4.
He would have been 4 on June 24th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we founded December of 2019.
Right. So it's 4 years.
It's
It's
4
about
years.
4 years
Yeah.
old. Right. You are here now because as part of this mission. How have since you founded this foundation, what has been the drive like? What has been the response like? How effective have you been in terms of realizing what it is you set out to?
There have been many challenges per se. To begin with, when we launched, right, COVID came right in the midst of this and put us down.
Right.
But then we never actually said, you know what, COVID came, we're going to take a back seat. We tried to do as much as possible behind the scenes. Persons reach out to us, we assisted them. Everything we do, we don't really put it on advertisement or advertise our giving back. But we actually try to assist as many as we can in whatever way possible.
Okay, so how do you know? How do you know if people reach out to you because they know of the foundation, or do you work together with the hospitals or the department?
We have a individual at the state hospitals.
Very well.
So we have nurses at the NICU.
Okay.
So they reach out to us, or if persons want to, they can reach out to us on our Facebook or our Instagram pages.
Right.
Yeah.
What exactly does the foundation do? It reach out at, filling the void in
Okay.
wherever it's needed, or the
Okay,
specifics?
our mission, right, basically is to advocate and to create awareness surrounding pregnancy and infant loss in St. Lucia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that deal with the healing process of it as well?
It does, in its own sense, it does. It does.
Wow.
So we provide, say, a mom went through a loss, right? So we provide counseling support for that mother. Mothers who can't provide financially also, and they need money for medication because you know how it is with our health system down here. So we try to come in and assist them as much as possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about the drive that you have coming up. I think it's the second year that you're putting on this. It's a family fun
Yes, it is.
activity to raise funds
Yeah.
to go towards that mission and that drive. Let's talk about you. I want to get a little sense about you now because this is you could have just said, okay, this is I lost my son. Be a grumpy old woman with a loss and just carried on. What do you think drove that passion for you to want to do that foundation?
I felt the need of experiencing the loss and seeing it wasn't only me that went through it, but there are numerous women who actually went through that and then they have no one to turn to. So I've heard many stories of women that went through that and they've lost their mind and they have no support. There's no support system in place for them. Persons don't understand the seriousness of the issue of infant loss. Persons believe that when you lost an infant, that you should get be done and it's okay. You lost a child, get over it. But it's not that easy. So we don't really have a support system in St. Lucia per se, and it's more like a taboo issue down here.
Yes.
It's like a hush. You lost an infant. Okay, yes.
So what?
Get
You know?
over it,
Yes.
you know?
Oh, God,
Yeah, so
it's
we're
not that
trying to
easy, innit?
shatter the silence around infant loss in St. Lucia.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in such a magnificent way at that.
Thank
I
you.
really, really admire this drive from you. Let's talk about the activity. The activity is going to be when, and what
It's
is the
a
activity?
family fun day fundraiser. It will be our second year since we've had this family fun day, and it will be at the Grizzly Playing Field on June 25th.
Very well.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you hope to accomplish from there? What are going to be some of the things on board? How can we get involved as a population? I mean, what do you hope
Well,
to?
we're inviting the general public to come and support. It's as it's a fundraising initiative to come and assist. So we'll have lots of arts and entertainment. We have games. We have side attractions. There'll be food and drinks on sale. The event is a free event, but just come and you patronize.
Right,
Yeah.
and that would be your contribution.
Yes.
How important it is, because now you're full blown down into a foundation. Probably from the trauma, you jump into this, you jump in head first, you know, and now you realize you've got a whole foundation in your hand with persons depending on you
Yes.
to deliver in so many areas.
Yes, it's quite
How important it is for the
It's
support.
very important because per se we don't really get the funding that we need. So having those initiatives help us our mission in assisting those mothers who need the support.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
In terms of stats, I don't know if I want to drag you into this, but in terms of stats, we might be sitting here and think, well, that's a one in a very large pool. So we don't really need too much of that. From your vantage point, what is our stats like? We have a lot more of that dealing
We
with that.
have a lot more information than we actually think that we do. I think when I last checked, it was 1 in 4.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. 1 in 4.
That's significant. That's
It
huge.
is.
That's huge.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So the fund day starts. Let's go into that because we're going to talk about now corporate St. Lucia and other individuals if they'd like to. I mean, this is somebody's already gone ahead and started the drive. So you know, if your only thing is to make a contribution, why not? You know, somebody's already taken on the battle of putting it together. The day starts. It's a whole day, entire day.
Well, it begins from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m.
Right.
Yes. So we have, say, the arts like we have Silver Shadow Dance Academy, we have the Pantime Orchestra, we
Wow,
have Ashanti,
nice.
we have a few local arts. So we have the
Nice.
bouncing castles, attractions like the trampoline, we have the swing saw. We have just a variety of the train rides. We have a variety of events. Oh, we actually have
I like
a
this.
fashion show.
Ooh.
Yes, from Mr. Shelby Lewis from Miss
Okay.
Tinson, Michelle.
Oh,
So he came on
yes.
board to assist us with putting on a fashion show for the
Lovely.
event. So the event will be amazing and spectacular.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, guys, you heard. You got to come on out and support. How can we now follow the foundation, though? Because persons, that might be one event. There might be persons from overseas watching DBS this morning. They normally do. And they'd like to get involved, maybe make contributions towards the
You can
foundation.
actually reach out to us through our Instagram and our Facebook page at the Callum Didier Foundation.
Okay, can you spell Callum?
Callum is Callum, Callum, Didier, Didier Foundation Inc.
Right, definitely. Any last words you'd like to leave with the viewing public in terms of how it is that we process dealing with persons who have lost in that regard?
It's a very challenging thing, you understand? It's the thing, everybody grieves differently. Some persons withdraw into themselves,
Right.
others, they're more extroverted in just acting crazy and wild.
Right.
So we all have our different way of grieving. Yeah.
What type of a griever are you, if you don't mind me asking? How did you handle this
How did I
the
handle
first
this?
year or so of this?
It was very crazy.
Did you
trust
pull
me.
away?
I did.
You did.
I did. I was mostly like, it was, how would I put this?
You didn't
It
want
was
to
a
see
shell-
nobody?
I
You
was a
didn't,
shell
I
of
didn't want to talk to
myself.
nobody?
No, I
Oh,
locked
God.
myself in my room. I didn't want to, if someone come to the house, I would actually run into my room and hide.
didn't
I didn't
wanna
want
deal
to
with
deal
it.
with anyone say, oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't want to hear sorry.
No,
Sorry didn't make
accept my
sense.
condolences. I didn't want to hear this time.
Right.
So
And when
I
was it you
lost.
started to slowly come? What prompted the coming out of it? Was it the start of the foundation?
Actually, it was the start of the foundation who helped me actually gain my strength to stand on my own and assist as many as possible who was fighting the same battle as myself.
So you found purpose in this?
I did.
Well, wonderful. We give thanks for that, absolutely. And thank you so much for that initiative. And I think it's a brilliant one.
Thank you.
And, I hope persons going to see the need to come
Come
on
out
board
and support, yes.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
absolutely.
fun-filled day, so come out and support.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's a worthy cause.
it is.
You can't lose that out.
No.
Thank you, Owena. Thank you so much.
most welcome.
We for your loss. I'm so sorry. But I'm saying it now. I hope it doesn't trigger you in any way
No,
to say I'm sorry now.
No,
But you know what? I think out of it came something brilliant.
I
So
did.
there is some hope there for
Yes.
you, and Callum lives through this
It
foundation.
surely does.
Wonderful.
It surely does, yeah.
Thank you again.
You're most welcome.
Wonderful.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine, we have Sarah, Laurie, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with SocaCize. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio soca jam routine to Do Play That by Marshall Montano. Let's get moving. So we're going to begin with our right leg, toe, tapping, hands side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and
When you come out proper, girl, you're looking good. I like your structure when
4,
you dance up on this
3,
When
2,
you come up on this
1, pump the arms, pump. We're moving the core as well.
If you're whining, wine back on me properly, don't play that,
4, 3, 2, now we're gonna shuffle, push, move those legs, turn, 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 gonna tap, tap, and pull, tap, 4, 3, 2, left leg, let's go. And my low impact, you can skip the jump and just tap the leg. 4, 3, 2, pump, and 4, 3, 2, shuffle, push, turn, 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 pull, and 4, 3, 2, 1, tap. 4, 3, 2, 1, pump. Hey. Push. Turn. 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 Left leg. Tap. 4, 3, 2, 1, pump. 4, 3, 2, 1, push. Turn. 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 That was this morning's session. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with SocaCize. We hope that you're feeling sexy, sultry, and strong.
I hope you enjoyed our offering again this morning and you enjoy the rest of your Monday. We look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow on DBS This Morning.